and the Kerry and the Cannibals, and yeah. Oh, and I got some other crazy stuff.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Easter potato roll. What else we got?
And Hunter is not going to testify in front of Congress.
What else we
Yeah,
got?
it's Wednesday. And you know what? We don't know what we're going to talk about, I guess, because we're still talking about it. So, hey, 10, let's do this.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Tin TV. It's our Wednesday night show with Agent J, Count Yorga, Shift Kicker, and the most obnoxious cat that you know on the internet. Yeah, me. Okay. How's everybody doing tonight? Yorga, you gonna turn your camera on and say hello to everyone?
Hey, I just want to
Yeah.
does anybody else
Gotta
have a
say hi
headache
to
out there?
ACC from X. Thanks for joining.
Susie Snit. Anybody else got a headache? I got a fucking headache from hell.
Anybody else got a headache out there?
I have a headache too. I've been fighting off. Yeah.
Killing me.
They're probably like skimming our thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the deep state and all that craziness, you know,
Jason, Dagmar King.
Just because all the craziness that's been going on.
Susie Snedhead, hello. How are you? Hope better than me. My head hurts. Yes.
She said yes
she
for
says
2 days.
2 days. Yeah.
Really?
Had one last night. Mitch. Yeah.
They say you could squeeze this part of your hand right here and it'll go away. Maybe it's because it hurts in your hand and you forget about your head. I don't know.
I've done that. I've heard that before.
Yeah, or put a piece of ice right there. But I mean, temporary relief ain't worth a damn.
10. 2 ACCs. The ban isn't just about TikTok. They're trying to rein in control of platforms like X and Rumble.
Absolutely, there.
Yeah. And what is this, about exactly? Like, there's got to be a look over here, because there's something else. Is it because the elections too, and the young ones are waking up?
I think that could be it because we've been finding a lot of the youth waking up. They're putting together them TikToks in 3 minutes. They're able to tell what we've been learning in 4 or 5 years.
Kind of like something like this kid.
I don't think enough people are talking about the fact that 535 elected officials sat in a room and the only thing they could collectively agree on was not minimum wage, was not the border crisis, was not inflation, was not healthcare, was not helping out with the homeless problem. No, the only thing that they could all collectively agree upon that was a problem for America was banning the app TikTok. So while millions of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, can barely afford rent, and are honestly struggling just to make it on a daily basis, these elected officials would not only rather take down the platform where these people can go and voice their disdain about what these officials that we elected are doing, but those also elected officials that we put into power care way more about making sure that their pockets are full so they can be richer than they need to, while a majority of us can barely afford things. So
the only thing all 535 535 members of fucking Congress can fucking agree on is to ban TikTok. That's it. That's the only thing. I heard him talking about raising the minimum wage. Can't fucking agree on that. Heard about talking about trying to keep prescription drug prices low for people. Nope, can't agree on that. I heard him talking about the border. Can't agree. Can't even agree with the fucking border. But the ban of TikTok. Line up, buddies. Bring that fucking Instagram and Microsoft money down here. Line it up here in our lobby. Oh, let me eat it up. I'm going to protect your privacy by banning TikTok. Don't you watch recent pizza? Don't you learn how to cook pasta the right way? Don't you find out more about the history of this great nation? Don't you notice that this Congress, 250 years after the first Continental Congress convened in Philadelphia, has done less than any Congress in the history of this goddamn nation? No. The only thing this gaggle of 535 of the richest, most powerful, welfare queens being paid on a government dime can agree on is that I can't watch fucking TikTokies. Suck my.
I love it, man. These guys are
Okay.
waking up.
Part of what I read about that, though, is that because they're connected to China, and they want TikTok to break all connections to China so we can keep them here in the United States. Whether they do it, they disagree to do it, then they're gone.
Well, it's TikTok. TikTok is supposed to sell to, I guess, Americans, whatever we are now. Yeah, they're supposed to sell it. So I don't know. I think it's funny. These kids are waking up, and I love it.
Well, but then you've got like situations like the mainstream news taking it in a it's
From our
is
mainstream
uncertain
news.
tonight. The U.S. House overwhelmingly passed a bill that could ban the app, but only if its Chinese owner doesn't divest.
Now, in the vote today, representatives from the tri-state were divided. 9 News reporter Andrew Rowan has a tally and reaction from a local creator.
2/3 being in the affirmative, the rules are suspended, the bill is passed.
The question 170 million users are asking, will their scrolling stop? What concerns do you have with TikTok, and how did this bill alleviate some of that?
It's the fact that this foreign adversary has access to all of our data. That's a problem.
The bill requires Chinese firm ByteDance to divest within 6 months of the bill becoming a law.
The hope is that through this process, we get the sale, and TikTok doesn't go away, just the threat.
If ByteDance doesn't divest from TikTok, known for silly videos in this format, the app could be pulled from app stores.
And this is my streaming room.
3 years ago, Tri-State mom Heather Savage made TikTok her full-time job.
I taxidermied my dog.
Boop. See? No, we do not.
5.8 million follow @SavageMomLife.
That is my personality. I was trolling, and that's how the name came up.
She's afraid she's watching not just her livelihood, but her community slip away.
There's obviously a need, a want, a desire for this app.
Her followers
Almost to 10K. Donate, donate, donate.
have raised hundreds of thousands for charities.
I don't want to be punished for doing the right thing.
Heather doesn't have the same security concerns as the House members who voted in favor of the bill.
From our knowledge, TikTok has done what they've been asked to do.
So I think it's important that we solve the correct problem.
Which Ohio Representative Warren Davidson says is data privacy more broadly. He voted against the bill, along with Kentucky Rep. Thomas Massey.
We're sitting here with phones made in China. We're wearing suits made in China.
There you go.
Cars here with chips that are made in China. What are we going to do? We're going to tell Americans they can't put a piece of software on their computer.
An app inciting a national security debate that's as infinite as its scroll. Andrew Rowan, WCPO 9 News.
People are freaking out over it.
It's true. Everything, this phone's made in China. This laptop's made in China. Look at.
Well, is it to control the money? Like, okay, so if ByteDance sells it back to an American company, then we can have TikTok, And then what are they trying to do? Control the money that's being made on these platforms? I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of money that gets made on these platforms. We wouldn't know over here on Tin TV because we're not monetized, okay?
No,
So that's why we're asking the question here. Like, really?
They're saying it's the Chinese government, and that the Chinese government, if you are a TikTok member or whatever, they can get into all your metadata and all that kind of stuff and see, right into whether that's the case or not. I don't know. I'm not on TikTok.
Yeah, but there's software that can prevent that. You can create a program to prevent that.
I'm sure.
I personally think it's because they don't want the kids waking up the other kids, because when the masses arise and wake up, then that's when shit might really start happening.
They can't control the speech on TikTok.
Ah.
They can't control what's the propaganda, whatever way it leads.
And the TikTokers are the ones that are whining more about the economy than anybody else right now, apparently. Which makes a lot of sense, because a lot of them are barely making it.
Yeah, they get TikTok into an American company, then now they can jump in and control what's being said.
It's very, very
like CJ says, they just want to control us and prevent us from our First Amendment rights.
And with this election coming up, that would make a lot of sense, because
this program is brought to you by Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew.
Product placement.
Dude, doesn't that stuff have like fire retardant shit in it or something?
Probably, but I've been living off it for the last 30 years, so I'm all right.
Okay. Well, in the interim, we've got a little feedback from Nancy Pelosi. She's so proud of her little band today. And there's always a good
The
meme.
vote this morning was a vote to protect the national security of our country and the privacy of our citizens. I pointed out at the time that the TikTok in China broadcast into Taiwan. The vote this morning.
So if she's voting for it, you know it ain't good.
Right, exactly. There's something going on here, folks.
If they're pushing it, yeah, you know it's not good.
Yeah, she's all happy about that shit. So, yeah, I can't believe it. And then I guess, so we got to talk about John
Real
Kerry.
big. Oh,
John,
Cannibal.
yeah,
Kerry Cannibal.
yeah. Apparently, Kerry. Oh, you don't want me to share this, huh? It's from the Babylon Bee, you guys. I guess Kerry was speaking out. Oh no, give me a commercial. Was speaking out at Martha's Vineyard, and after seeing the footage of the Haitian warlord eating the charred remains of his enemy's former Secretary of State, John Kerry praised the Haitian cannibals for their efforts to reduce humanity's carbon footprint. This is real, you guys. And he was supposed to be our environment czar or something, and then he stepped down. And then now we've got that other crazy guy, the demon guy. Him and his brother. Ooh, the Satanist, Hillary Clinton's little
Oh shit. What's her name?
His name. It's one of the brothers. Yeah. He's the new climate czar.
Oh, what's his name, man? He looks like a freaking.
He's a little weaselly
lizard.
Lizard, yeah. He's the new.
Somebody's got to say it.
Yeah, he's the new the climate czar. But in the interim, Kerry's, he's given up his job title, but he's not going to give up the Podesta. Yeah.
Boom.
So, and Kerry just stepped down just recently, from this position, but he's still out there, talking about whatever, and he thinks it's awesome. Huh.
I think he stepped down to help Biden in his campaign. I thought that's what it was, but he'll be back. He ain't going away.
Well, why would you even like? It doesn't make any sense. Since when do you become friends? You know, like when do you
So
normalize? He's
he's friends with
normalized.
barbecue.
Yeah, it sounds like
Cannibalism.
yeah,
Yeah.
because
No
it's
sense.
reducing humanity's carbon footprint.
So I guess Yorga want to know if he used saws.
Right.
Yeah, he says it's inspiring to see, Kerry said in a statement from his Martha's Vineyard estate. Not only are their fellows reducing the overcrowdedness of the world's human population, but they've also developed a sustainable food source that will lessen their dependence on livestock and farmed animals. I applaud them. They appear to be a group of fine young cannibals.
Soylent Green.
Karen
Crazy.
Thompson says Carrie's son works in Ukraine for an energy company, just like Hunter did.
Doesn't surprise us.
Well,
Yeah, so maybe he's just saying the words out loud. Where are those 800,000 kids that disappear every year?
but it's a sustainable food source, he's saying, you know, and then, you know, keeping up. Like, is this shit for real? Like the last time somebody decided they were going to hang out with cannibals, they almost got eaten. You know, remember this guy from CNN?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen this in a while.
He went to North Sentinel Island.
Maybe I'll take this off right now and then just thank you. Okay. Thank you. Why are people on that side of the river so afraid of the Agori?
He said, should we eat the living? Shall I show you by eating my own flesh? Ooh. Then call me an, I don't know, Agorori or something.
I see. Why do
I will cut off your head if you keep talking so much.
feel like this may have been a mistake? Maybe we just like somebody distracts him and I just leave.
Can somebody hold him down while I leave?
Good idea.
And he reminds me like a younger Kerry, like a, you know, almost as stupid. Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't make any sense, you guys.
Look, there's a pony.
And things in Haiti have escalated that even the Dominican Republic bordering that country, they're going, oh hell no, you guys, no. Just because your country's having a breakdown, they're deporting them, you know, daily by the truckloads.
As Haiti's political future hangs in the balance, the neighboring Dominican Republic is cracking down on undocumented Haitians, rounding them up and sending them back to their country.
¿Qué pasó? Que nos tratan como un perro.
They just like dogs, this man told us after he was released, adding we were detained since yesterday with no food, nothing.
This is the fourth truck that we've seen here in just the past 4 hours. This is a scene that happens every day here at the border.
Earlier in the day, this woman collapsed as she was being taken off an overcrowded immigration bus. American Dina Josephs happened to be driving by, put her in the back of his truck, and rushed her to the hospital.
It could be my family, but even though I don't even know her.
She's faking.
That's what I'd be doing.
I'll do it.
These scenes at a moment of desperation for Haiti after a coalition of Haitian stakeholders and international leaders, including the U.S.
So they're having just as much problem right now in that little country Espanol or whatever it's called.
Jason says they were wearing Pelosi's teeth. Sorry.
Oh my God, the cannibal one. Oh my God, that was gross. But yeah, this thing in Haiti's not getting any better, you guys. And then they want to dedicate a bunch of money to Haiti, and I'm thinking, oh
They
no,
already, yeah, they already have.
They already have.
yeah. So all this money, like, and who's it going to go to? Barbecue?
Has pledged another $130 million in security forces and humanitarian aid for Haiti. Armed groups have been threatening to overthrow the prime minister for weeks now, prompting the U.S. to evacuate American personnel from the Caribbean nation. ABC's Melissa Adon has details.
So how is it that why, like, okay, none of this it's all money laundering. All of
It's
it.
all, we have a lot of freaking money if we can just be handing it out at like billions at a time. It just don't make sense because it's our money.
Yep.
They take it from us. We work for it and we pay taxes on it. That's our money. And we're just coming
And
up
then you
with
pay taxes on the money that has already been taxed.
exactly. So where are they coming up with all these billions and billions and billions of dollars?
It just keeps getting printed and print. Yeah, nothing's making any sense.
Yeah, but you haven't. Phil, I got it. Just print more. I'm with you on that. But you haven't seen any bills over 2017. I think you see some fives, and I'm not sure, but I haven't seen any over 2017. There's no $100 bills 2017.
The people in the coin community would probably know more about that when they shift.
But what if they're just printing 2017 on them, even though they're making them now, just to make it look like they're not making any new money?
Could be, yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
Very likely. That's the thought.
You know, or it's just a push of a keyboard, and you're sending it just digitally.
Who's getting it though? Is Barbecue getting it?
I don't know.
You know he is. You know he's getting some.
They're getting something.
Yeah.
They'll probably try to pay him on something.
And then you got Kerry over there going, yay, yay for, fine young cannibals. Yeah, there's something's behind. Yeah. It's a Barbecue. Who's going to name himself Barbecue?
But even if they send it as aid to the people who really need it, Barbecue's going to get it anyhow, you know?
Sure. Yeah. Or
Yeah.
he's going to do some more barbecuing.
I mean, I'm sure he's got one on. He's got one on the spit right now.
He probably does,
Yeah,
actually.
he's probably got it spinning. Look like,
That's what I'm saying. A rotisserie freaking.
Yeah, we got somebody over there going, ugh.
Yes, spinning. So, yeah, I don't know. This thing in
Exactly, Tennessee Ridge Runner. I haven't found any dollar bills later than 2017 either.
Can you imagine you meet a guy like that and you're trying to talk to him about something, but the whole time he's sizing you up like, your arms and legs. And
Yeah, I know.
That would be good with a little hollandaise sauce over there.
Yeah, exactly. Like he's gonna use tartar sauce on you or ketchup. You know what I mean? Barbecue sauce, little habanero in you.
that is just so wrong.
Wrong.
Oh
Just
my
don't know.
God.
Or
That
just
is-
brown gravy and potatoes. I mean, that might work too.
Yeah, is he gonna cut up carrots and throw in you a pot?
Oh my God. Well, not only do we have Barbecue, we've got this gal on the run that's a Mexican, Michelle Angelica Pineda. Sorry, Pineda is wanted for
All you gotta do is hit her with a stick if you want her to stop.
she's,
Baby
wanted
comes out.
dismembering multiple people, even removing their thumper and their, and she's a cartel assassin before she.
We begin in the ABC 7 Alert Center with breaking news and a warning. You may find the details of this story disturbing. A woman accused in Mexico of several murders and body dismemberments, even removing victims' hearts, is arrested in El Paso. And within the last 10 minutes, ABC 7 obtained this arrest photo. She is Michelle Angelica Pineda, also known as La Cheli. She was
La
wanted
Cheli.
for 5 murders in Juarez. She's also suspected of being involved in several other killings. Investigators
She
say
stole
she
my
crossed
heart.
illegally into the U.S. and was
Literally.
operating on behalf of the gang Artistas Asesinos, or assassin artists. The
Ooh.
FBI says Pineda was known for extreme brutality, dismembering bodies, removing hearts, and placing the hearts in front of Santa Muerte statues. Authorities found guns, machetes, and fentanyl, as well as other drugs at the motel. El Paso's FBI says several law enforcement agencies worked together to arrest Pineda at an El Paso motel.
Isn't that insane?
So did she get arrested, or are they still looking
Yeah,
for her?
yeah. They. I guess they finally found her because this is the update one. Because we were talking about this last night.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, what's the chances we've got a female, Jeffrey Dahmer running around? But well, actually, she's a female barbecue, I guess.
No,
She's-
maybe she's
That-
just the butcher.
They
Why
caught her
don't
with a heart. They caught her with a heart in her mouth, and she was like, "What?"
La Chili, though. What a name! It's like they should call her La Cookout or something, because we already have barbecue. You just need cookout. We're all good. But yeah, there's real people like this, you guys. Yeah. Everyday craziness.
I mean, ugh, it's weird.
But
The
here's
world's
something
weird.
something to lift everyone up. This is a little bit of inspiration, just because we need it. Yeah.
You passed an unimaginable test that many of the toughest Marines, commandos, Green Berets, astronauts, and even geniuses could not withstand. You are made of the stuff of the greatest who ever lived.
Boom.
Every time I hear something like that, it just makes me mad because I got 2 of them, and it was only because if I didn't, we weren't going to be able to play where we were booked to play. You know what I mean?
A lot
And
of
they
people are in
made
that
me,
boat.
huh?
A lot of people are in the same thing.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
had to
I would have
feed
been
your
letting
family.
everybody down. We'd worked for months to get to this certain spot, and then we got these really good gigs. And without the paperwork and without the mask, you couldn't, And I would have been the one guy that let everybody down. And I was like, all right, I ain't gonna do that. So I'm pissed though. I see something like that, it just makes me go, man, because I never wanted to, but.
I'm sorry I didn't do that to trigger you.
No.
I hope
I'm not.
It's
I'm
gonna
not
trigger a
sugar,
lot of
baby.
people.
Okay, it's just I wanted to remind everybody out there that didn't,
Me.
Yeah,
a
good.
lot of us didn't.
Pure
We
blood.
we held the line, and yeah, we went through a lot of shit with our families over it. At least I did. I don't know about anybody else.
But like I said before, if you get in a terrible car wreck and you need a blood transfusion, you don't know what you're getting. I mean, you might be getting vaccinated right then and there.
Oh yeah, you don't know.
You don't know.
You have no idea
So,
what blood you're gonna get.
except for the baby's arm that's grown out of my head, I've been okay. I think.
Thought it was growing out of your ass.
Well, it's that way there. That's the second one.
Okay, that one's still growing.
Yeah, it's a little one.
So we're gonna talk about the next story, you guys. I guess PETA's really pissed off. Well, they get mad every year, and they're urging the White House to swap out eggs for potatoes this year.
For real. Eggs for potatoes.
They got a big one right in the White House. They got a really big one right there.
Hold.
Yeah. So, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, PETA, is calling on the White House to roll a different way this spring, swapping chicken eggs for potatoes at the annual Easter egg roll. It's a pun-heavy letter to First Lady Joe Biden this week, and the animal rights organization wants to respectfully suggest an appealing way to modernize the White House Easter egg roll, which is set for April 1st. Instead of promoting the slaughter of these, what does it say? Instead of promoting something farming and slaughtering, you please roll. Okay, it's a potato roll. That's what they want, because they think that the chicken eggs and shit. And last year, 30,000 chicken eggs were donated by the American Egg Board, but they're citing that because of the 2022 avian flu outbreak and the skyrocketing prices of potatoes or eggs, let's switch over to potatoes. That's what they're just saying. But I think it's funny.
It's super funny. What a pun. It's kind of just a pun. Potatoes.
Yeah, they said offering exceptionally out of the box suggestion for the ways of ditching the chicken eggs at the festivities. Exceptionally, they used egg, that's stupid.
Egg exceptionally.
Yeah. So anyhow, yeah, I think they want, what, who's to say that the White House isn't actually behind this, because the cost of eggs has went up so much.
And like Chat's saying, more than one person, why don't they use plastic eggs?
Thank you.
Yeah. Because there's nothing like a chocolate potato.
Yes.
But those are made of petroleum, the plastic eggs.
Oh, so there'd be something to bitch about those too, huh? Why don't they
Yeah,
weave?
Probably.
Why don't they weave some eggs?
Well, I just think that's really stupid that, but I doubt they're going to do it. But, it's not like, this is something to get,
Potato
everybody.
has them roll potatoes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Makes no sense. Yes.
Pootie Boots got some breaking news. Rumble is trying to buy TikTok. So
where's Pootie's? Pootie. Oh. Well, they have 6 months to do it, apparently. But see, the thing is it passed through the House. It still has to go to the Senate and to the president, right?
they're all into it. The Senate's all in on it.
The Senate's in all. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I just think it's because it's the election, you guys. They don't want people talking. They don't want the kids waking up. The kids know too much now. Especially the 20-year-old, the late 20-year-olds. They're suffering. I don't know.
Exactly.
And
Oh,
then
they are. They are. They're the ones that are trying to have a family through all this shit. Absolutely,
Yeah.
they're suffering. $1,800 a month of rent for a 1-bedroom apartment.
Yep. You're right.
Come on, man. Car insurance, food prices, medical insurance. Um,
well, the medical boy, here's a TikToker that you guys, that big breach of that medical information with that healthcare company a couple weeks ago. It ain't getting any better and nobody's talking about it, but this TikToker is.
The most massive breach of financial institution and healthcare data at the same time, and people aren't talking about it. I posted about this before, but Change Healthcare is a clearinghouse. It's what's utilized to process healthcare claims, and they had a ransomware attack. They're owned by United, and let's not talk about the monopoly that's there. However, now that they have been a victim of ransomware, they paid $22 million to get, pay off the bribe, essentially, and they lost some money. It's not making even a dent on the news stream. At least 1/3 of people's healthcare is not being paid for. Doctors and hospitals are talking about going on emergency funds, reserves, in order to weather the storm. It's been 2 weeks and hasn't resolved yet. If this goes on further, it could cause a massive collapse of the healthcare industry.
You have all these illegals who are coming in. They're all sick, man. They're all going to medical. They're all showing up at the emergency rooms.
Well,
Yeah.
what's
Well, they.
happening is that, okay, all the money is being jammed up and claims are not being paid. So the hospitals aren't getting paid and they expect so much in a billing per month to come in. And now they're running on their reserves. Like, what the fuck? That we made them lots of money here a few years back. What do you mean you're running out of funds? So everything's locked up in the cloud somewhere. Nothing, people are not, their things are not getting paid. It's taking months for you to get bills for things that happened last year. You notice that?
Yeah.
But
Okay.
how much did these hospitals make during COVID?
Let's think about how many bonuses were given out to sign on for an additional 2 years. Let's talk about the administrators of these companies or these hospitals that were paid to write off, you know what, on the you know what certificate, the bye-bye, check you out shit,
The unalive certificate.
Yeah, thank you. That one. Yeah. That sounds way better. Yeah. And then end up with her husband getting a new truck. She gets a new fucking Denali or whatever it is, and and then not to mention the new nice trailer. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, I'm gonna get shot. I am not suicidal, and this is for entertainment purposes only. I'm just kidding. Sorry, I'm gonna get killed.
It's still better than a Haitian hospital. You're right there. You're right there.
Your IV is a McDonald's straw.
Oh, that would hurt.
It would. Hey, it's Haiti.
Yeah.
Okay, so because you said food, here's a little something. Why buy those expensive ice cream bars? These are better for you anyhow. everybody. You can make them at home for half the price, and they're way better for you. And you won't. And if you're lactose intolerant, look, they're good for you.
Now I want an ice cream bar.
Dang.
My daughter just the other day ago was telling me how they're trying to, her and her family are trying to buy like just only organic stuff. You know, they're getting weird. They're, you know, everything's got to be healthy and whatnot. She said she bought the really good premium bananas. Within a day, they were rotten. So they got to go back to the genetically processed bananas or whatever.
Yeah, you can't have bananas.
She said they don't last a day.
You have to remember how far they come from too, where they're
I know.
grown.
But
You
it's
know?
getting harder and harder in America and UK. Look out. Your king just decided he's going to change your food to GMO coming to Europe soon.
Interesting piece of hypocrisy to point out with regards to this, and specifically King Charles. I have to get used to saying King Charles now, who has just given his royal assent to new laws in the UK that okay the idea of gene-edited foods being unlabeled and undifferentiable from normal foods. He has just given his royal assent to that, despite the fact that King Charles not only was the person who literally launched the Great Reset when the had their launch party, it was King Charles who did that launch and was the first speaker.
The time to act is now.
Who announced
He's dead.
King Charles goes around the world jet setting, of course, flying his private jets with all of his attendants. There's something like 120 staff who look after everything, including bath temperature to just the right way and putting the bath plug in just the right position, cooking several different eggs for him every morning so he can find one with just the right consistency, traveling around with his own personal toilet seat, all of course the stupid royal nonsense. But also he travels around with, and not only his personal chefs, but his personal food supply, which is organic food only, because he will not touch the very stuff that he's trying to foist on the rest of us. But don't worry, guys, as part of One Health and as part of the UNEP, quadripartite, whatever they're going to thrust down your throat, they're going to say that this is in the name of protecting Mother Earth from those horrible, horrible farms that are producing all this horrible greenhouse gas emission. You guys are eating meat. Oh, you're eating all these horrible, you're contributing to the end of nature. What you need is this bioengineered lab-produced gunk from these corporations that have monopolized that industry. That's what's good for you. Just don't look to us to be eating it. No, that's for you guys, the plebs out there. Anyone who is not disgusted, truly disgusted by the hypocrisy of this agenda, truly isn't paying attention to it. It has nothing to do with saving the planet. I think there's
nothing to do with saving the planet.
I think we're just disgusted by everything that's going on right now. Everything.
But doesn't the king or the monarchy, they don't have any political control over anything, do they? I
don't know.
There's a lot to be said about the Vatican and us and the Bank of London and how they run shit. Yeah.
The monarchy, yeah.
Yeah, the whole monarchy, you know, like, but things are falling because, boy, they're freaking out about that shit on Kate Middleton big time.
Oh, I know, huh?
They're just tweaking. That ain't her. You know, you guys Photoshop that shit. It's
There's no
like,
ring. She doesn't even have a ring on in that picture that everybody's talking about with the kids.
Yep. It was proven that they were photoshopped. Some guy on X literally took the pictures apart.
You guys refresh me on this real quick. What the hell's going on with her?
Kate Middleton hasn't been seen in months. Supposedly she got sick or something.
Stomach surgery, some kind of surgery.
I bet they whacked her.
Well, it went from 2 weeks to 2 months to 8 months. She's going to be out of the public. And then all of a sudden she ends up on this magazine. And they said, oh, wait a minute, that's from a photo. And you Photoshop that hat and Photoshop the background, you know, because it was the 100-year celebration of something. She was on some and they're all like that's, and so now they're trying to pull all those magazines, and they've got everybody in England in a buzz about that. Meanwhile, the farmers in all those countries are still flipping out. They're dumping manure, catching it on fire at their parliaments. That whole thing hasn't died down, you guys. It's just not in our news.
Yep.
Well, Jason just said something again. Kate is the new body for the queen lizard.
Ooh, I wouldn't doubt it. Wow. Yeah, because I don't trust that. I don't know. It's like there's a lot of weird stuff going on, but I guess I'm thankful that I do live here. I don't live in another country, and I don't have to cook my fish in a bag.
What kind of plastic bag is that? What kind of bag? What kind of bag? What kind of plastic bag is that?
Oh no.
What kind of bag? What kind of bag? Vegetables all in the bag. Ow, ow, ow. Fish in the bag.
No. No.
What kind of plastic bag is that? What kind of bag? What kind of bag? Celery and cucumbers, zucchini and bag. What kind of bag? What kind of bag? Leaves and liquor in the bag. What kind of bag? Fire under the bag. What kind of plastic bag is this? What kind of bag? Salt, sugar bag. What kind of plastic bag is this? What kind of bag? Cause it ain't busted. What kind of plastic bag?
It ain't busted.
What?
I know that ain't no Kroger bag. That's for damn sure.
Oh, hell no.
It should have melted.
Yeah, what
The
kind of bag
water,
is that?
I think the water itself might have something to do with that, the cooling effect or whatnot. But to put a whole fish in there with his head and eyeballs still on there and shit, man, no, hell no.
What kind of bag is that? I'm just digging the vibes, man.
I know it might be the best thing I've seen in a week.
Exactly.
Everybody needs a good laugh,
The
you guys.
Walmart bag would be gone.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that old lady looks like she knows what she's doing, though, don't it?
Yeah, what kind of bag is that? Fuck, we want to
She's
know.
got- yeah. And she's
Right?
got all her little stuff cut up, and she's crouched down there on the ground. Like, yeah,
Except
I
for the
don't know.
fish.
I wonder if this is from like somewhere in Tibet or something. I doubt it's in somebody's
Maybe.
backyard. Just
It's
saying.
Ukraine.
Yeah, probably Ukraine.
Oh my God! What kind of
But the
bag?
toxins coming out of that bag when it's heated too.
Everybody's saying Kevlar plastic, physics. That's what you said.
Yeah, that was
I think it's
interesting.
the water itself dissipates the heat. Is all I can say. Is it's got to be.
Silicone.
And she just threw in that whole fish. I'm assuming that she cleaned it. Yeah,
No, no, hell no. That's a whole
No.
fish, man. Right
That
out
was
the
a-
stream.
Yeah, that was right in the lake,
Right off
man.
the
You
stringer.
Right off the hook, baby.
you boil it in that bag.
What kind of bag is that?
That was funny.
Oh, that
Good
was
one.
funny, you guys. But it
Kaiser
is
said
That
it's
was
a
funny.
fly.
it's that time.
Hi guys. No shout outs tonight, just tonight's prayer. Lord, help us and guide us so that we may be able to do your holy will. Today and tomorrow, make us joyful for all the countless blessings you have provided us, especially the gift of the people who love and surround us. Keep away from us all evil and danger. We ask this through Christ Jesus our Lord. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Oh,
Amen.
that was really nice.
Thank you, Shift. Needed
Thank you.
that.
Well, we had some interesting little topics tonight, you guys.
It was fun.
It was kind of good.
Cannibalism was my favorite.
Yeah, Kerry and the Cannibals.
Barbecue.
Hi, young cannibals. Ooh, ooh. No, I was just kidding. No, we don't want to normalize that shit. So, I'm gonna
But
flip this.
But we do want to find out what bag that was. Okay?
Yeah,
What kind of
what
bag
kind
was
of
that?
Right.
So if anybody can find out what kind of bag that is, email it to tintv@myyahoo.com. Or
You know
you
what,
can
man?
send it to
I'm gonna
shift.
wake up in the middle of the night singing that song and start laughing.
I know. I'm starting to. What kind of bag is that?
I gotta do it again just for you. Like, this is
Yeah, I've got to hear this again.
funny.
Play it
Yeah,
again, please.
Yeah.
you did really enjoy that.
Kind of
Oh.
plastic bag is that?
What kind
What kind of bag? What kind of bag? What kind of plastic bag is
Ain't no
that?
Ziploc.
What kind of bag? What kind of bag?
You can also email shiftkicker92@yahoo.com. That's shiftkicker92@yahoo.com. Or you can go to Telegram and see Tin TV over on Telegram, or Planet Neutral over on Telegram, or next show maybe on Tin TV 2 on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay. But if you do know what that bag is on, don't forget Tin
What
TV on. What kind of bag is that? Anyways, we're over on X.
Oh yeah, thank you everyone on X for watching us.
So
And shout out to everybody in chat
I got
too.
that song in my head, guys.
Me too.
Shout out to Craig out in chat. What's up, buddy? Do you see Mr. B out there?
I haven't seen him.
I haven't seen him either.
Any,
Now we got to go look for Mr. B.
any words of wisdom or a last minute share?
Yeah. What kind of bag is that?
Check out Trusting God in the mornings.
Yes, Mike Jones, we will keep your lady in our prayers, buddy.
I bet Boswell knows what kind of bag that is.
He might.
He might. Well, you guys. Oh, go
He
ahead.
might. I was just gonna say he might. I'm sorry, Tim.
I'm gonna leave it with this last video. So hopefully we'll see you guys on Sunday at 8 p.m. Thank you to everybody in chat. Oh, go ahead.
I think Craig's going live tomorrow night. So.
Oh yes. Craig's going live, right?
Some of us might. I thought I saw it advertised, but yeah, I believe tomorrow night on
I-
Craig Da Hunter channel.
Okay,
Subscribe.
so we got to share that one out. I may or may not be at that one, so I'm traveling. Yeah, but regardless of that, yeah, I'll be back Sunday live streaming. You know, live from Seattle in the garage on the end of the Toyota on the fucking laptop.
You're
So
real happy about that, aren't you?
Oh yeah, but we will make this show you.